with Captain Shane Cooper and tonight's matchday mascot, David Mark Ralston. David's age 12, one of our senior mascots. He lives in Borough Road. He attends Broadway High School, the former Grange Park School, cracking school that. I used to go there as well. And his hobbies are rugby, both playing, I think, and watching, computers, also drawing, and watching the Saints here, of course, on a regular basis. His favourite player is Alan Hunt, who's the Saints' top try scorer. A big day for this young fella out there with his favourites, just casually strolling about this fine pitch, and isn't it in fine condition? And the Saints looking to go 6 points clear, provided they come up with the 2 league points this evening. 6 points clear of the old pie eaters, but Wigan will have 3 games in hand. But let's hope we can put the pressure on them. The Saints team for this evening: from full-back David Lyon, a 3-quarter line of Quirk, Connolly, McCracken and Hunt. Rapati and Cooper as half-back, with Neil, Dwyer and Ward the front 3, Nickelman and Joint the back 3, Griffiths and Harrison are the subs. The Halifax side, new coach Mal Reilly, instated earlier on this week. Full-back David Cooper, 3-quarter line of Bentley, Hallis, Austin and Preston. Bailey and Bishop, the ex-Saints, at half-back, the half-back pairing, with Harrison, Southernwood and Stewart in the front row. Lord, Perrott and Diverty, the back 3. Robinson and Hancock are their substitutes. There we are, centre field. For the toss-up, Carl Harrison, the captain for Halifax. Obviously Shane Cooper, the captain for Saints. Your matchday mascot, David Mark Ralston, there on the centre spot. He's going to be joining his parents shortly. But before this evening's match, we have a minute's silence in respect for Ron Barker, the ex-Star journalist who sadly passed away earlier this week. A minute's silence there for Ron Barker, the ex-Star journalist who sadly passed away earlier this week. And Ron was one of my fiercest critics. He always, well, he didn't always agree with these certain things I said about some of our referees. But anyway, a full minute's silence, as we can always expect from the Oval Ball Brigade, as opposed to the Round Ball Brigade. Anyway, thanks once again for joining us here with your Saints video team. Hope you've all clued up there in the sponsors' boxes and the boardroom and what have you. And let's hope the Saints will come up with the business this evening. David Lyon, first touch. Jared McCracken powering his way forward, and he got a bit of stick last week, didn't he, at Hull Kingston Rovers, did Jared? Only another game before he goes back to Australia. That's in the cup match a week on Sunday at Post Office Road, Featherstone. It's Bernard Dwyer moving it to the right. John Neal takes it. Neal back in harness after a niggly injury. One of the up-and-coming forwards at the Saints. Big raw-boned Cumbrian. The ball back for the kick-up field. Well taken by Halifax, but solid Saints tackling. Pumped up field there by David Lyon. Solid tackling there, Rapati and Ward on Mark Preston. Prop forward there, Brent Stewart. He's making yardage. Roy Southernwood out to Carl Harrison. Well, a superb tackle there, George Mann in man and ball. And this big forward Harrison, but he got no joy out of George Mann there. He bounced him down. Mark Bailey and Bishop doing the run around. David Cooper in from full back, and Jared McCracken brings his man down. Bishop grubbing for touch. He chips it through, and no doubt he'll receive a few cheery words from the popular side faithful with Will Paul Bishop. Both Bishop and Bailey ex-Saints, along with John Fieldhouse, who unfortunately isn't playing this evening, out with a knee injury, or a leg injury anyway. Dwyer attacked in half. Halifax moving up exceptionally quickly. Slightly offside in my opinion. Kevin Ward, back to Cooper, Saints read it. Now with Chris Joynt, he gets the ball away. Cooper into space, George Mann on the opposite diagonal. Saints keep it moving. Now with Connolly, out to Quirk. Quirk kicks and chases, but he's impeded. But the referee, well, the ball goes into touch, does it, on the far side? Yes, it's a scrum down with the Saints speed, but quick hands there. Saints certainly throwing the ball about. But Les Quirk, he got the ball away and slightly impeded, but it bounced, went into touch. Scrum down with the Halifax speed. Paul Bishop with the first scrum, and Halifax have possession. Bishop and Bailey will be looking for a big game. They're spreading it out. Connolly and Cooper in at the tackling. Big drive. They have quite a decent crowd assembled here at Nosey Road, considering the game is on Sky. And our old friends just to the left of me are Steve-O and Eddie Hemmings. But Diverty bounced to the ground there. Some solid tackling. Mann and Joynt, and the ball grubbed through again. Trying to put David Lyon under a little bit of pressure. But Lyon there gets the ball away. Superb pass to Les Quirk. And Quirk under the full-back to beat. Let's see if he can do it. Oh, good cover there by Cooper. But an excellent ball there. David Lyon flicked it up. Quirk coming through on a 50-yard run. The Saints are on the buzz now. Just outside the 20-metre area. Ward in possession. Dwyer attacked in half. Along the line. Rapati couldn't take it. The ball's loose. Halifax will have it. No, Rapati comes up with it. But it's a knock-on given by referee Whitfield. Some exciting rugby by the Saints there, but just Tia Rapati couldn't control it after an exciting run by Les Quirk. Second scrum in quick succession. Nearly 5 minutes of the game gone, and Bishop to feed. Referee Whitfield just telling the forwards what he expects from them in this scrum. Now with Bishop attacked in half-back. Diverty, I think it is. Obviously just impeded a little with quite a number of cameras up here, 4 including ours, so I've got to bob and weave behind these cameras, so I hope you'll bear with me, just in case I do get the odd one wrong. I perhaps don't get as many wrong as the professionals, do I? But that's another story. Anyway, it's David Cooper, the full-back for Halifax. Halifax bring it blindside. Second row forward there, Gary Lord. I've got Lord at 11 and Perrott at 12. They may be incorrect, but Bishop tries to chip it through. Rapati gathers it. Rapati on his way, but gets out to the first tackle, and he's still going, is Rapati. Little Bishop tried to grubber it through, and now it's with Bernard Dwyer. Superb play there by the Saints. John Neal bringing the ball up. Brent Stewart going over the top there. Diverty had completed the tackle. Now it's with George Mann. He releases it to Cooper. Chris Joynt into space. Support from Cooper. Oh, brilliant work. On to McCracken. Takes the tackle. Bishop and Bentley. They hold him down. Alan Hunt wants a quick play of the ball, but it's a penalty to the Saints. And Bishop and Bentley there combine to give the Saints a penalty in effect. We know what Bishop can do. He's a fiery little customer. He can do the business, but he can give quite a few penalties away as well, can't he? But Saints make good yardage. 20 metres from the Halifax line. John Neal looking for support there. Nobody with him. Dwyer now moves it to Chris Joynt. Excellent forward Joynt. Must be one of the finds of the season. There's no danger about that. Bernard Dwyer onto Ward. He's brought down 5 yards short. Halifax forced to defend. Nickel moves it right. Rapati. He gets up onto the tackle and he's still going forward, is Rapati. Saints wants a quick play of the ball. Halifax just lying on and they're all offside on the referee's right. But he didn't do anything about it. Goal, Lyon there. Broke counter the tackle. Bishop managed to bring him down. It's the last one of this set. Joint onto Alan Hunt. Hunt breaks through, gets the ball away to Les Quirk. And Quirk's going for the line. Is he in? He's held down just short. And that's the turnover. But Les Quirk only in courtesy of an injury to Paul Loughlin. I believe he has a broken bone in his hand. And McCracken in at the centre and Les Quirk drafted in at the wing. But you can always rely on Quirk to give 110%. And he had a roving commission there off the right wing over here onto the left. And he scored some good close range tries as well as some excellent long ones, hasn't he? He tried to go in, he was just held short. But it's Halifax in possession now. Brent Stewart, this big prop, powering his way downfield. Saints urged to get back on side by referee Whitfield. But it's back to Bishop for the kick downfield. And Alan Hunt and David Lyon shouldn't have any problem covering it. David Lyon brings it, gives Alan Hunt a little bit, tries to give him a little bit of space. Alan Hunt had moved infield, so an error there by the Saints. And it's going to be a scrum down with a Halifax feed, 10 metres from the Saints line. And it's going to put pressure on the Saints, where at least they had 6 tackles to hopefully move upfield. Bishop to feed. He'll be trying to weave his magic. Moves it crossfield. Loop movement there. It's on to Greg Austin. The ball out to Mark Preston, and Preston's in. Well, the Saints paying the price there for a little bit of a mix-up over here on the right. Alan Hunt had moved infield. David Lyon looked as though he was going to pass it out. Whether it was the ferocity of the tackle that loosened the ball, but it did go out, it went into touch. Halifax fed the scrum, moved it crossfield, and excellent work by Greg Austin, who went over on the far side, fed his wingman Mark Preston, and he had no problem in touching down. Gives Halifax the lead, 4 points to 0, with a conversion to come. Paul Bishop it'll be, I think, to hopefully, in his opinion, tag the extra points on. The Saints did a tough game at Craven Park last week. 7-0 down at one stage, just managed to scrape into a 1-point deficit at half-time with a try by Connolly, converted by Loughlin. But in the second half, after about 15 minutes play with a 16-minute point spree, tries from Lyon, Joint and Griffiths with 2 Loughlin conversions, that was enough to give the Saints the points, with Halifax just just scoring with a late try by Hutchinson. He was the ex-Halifax centre. And as we said before, Saints hoping to keep pressure on the top of the table and to extend the lead, obviously, to 6 points if they beat Halifax this evening. But all the old pie eaters there will have 3 games in hand. They're both teams losing 3. But Bishop, yes, excellent kick by Bishop from the touchline, gives Halifax a 6-point start. We know we gave Hull Kingston Rovers a 7-point start last week, but we can't be giving a lot of the point starts away. As Hull Kingston Rovers, they'd been beaten only the week before by Halifax. And Halifax have come back after Kingston Rovers have got off to a good start. But it's 11 minutes of the half gone. Halifax in the lead, 6 points to 0. Saints kick off, and Halifax bringing it away again. And Halifax punishing the Saints turf. An error in their own 20-metre area, and they paid the price. Gary Lord onto Harrison. Malcolm Reilly, the Great Britain coach, now in as the coach of Halifax. Alan Agar had been the caretaker coach. He's still on the coaching staff as Bishop Puts the ball cross field, well taken by Les Quirk. Drop back to cover the Bishop kick. And Halifax press up. Now it's Connolly coming cross field. Solid tackling. Brent Stewart in, along with Southernwood, I think it was. It certainly looked a little high there from Stewart on George Mann, but it's now with Sonny Nicol. And certainly a lot of big hits this evening as Dwyer brings it blind onto Chris Joint. Mark Perrott, the second row forward there. It's the last tackle of the sequence, is it? Kevin Ward gets the ball away to Cooper. Lofted ball. Connolly out to Les Quirk. Quirk over the top. Oh, Rapati couldn't hold it. Well, he's been in some cracking form as Rapati, but unfortunately he's lost two quite easy balls this evening. Uncharacteristic of Tier. But Halifax have possession. Brent Stewart moving to the right, then changes direction to the left. Bishop, Harrison. Saints captain Shane Cooper along there with Chris Joint. Bring the man down. Southernwood, quick play. On to second row Gary Lord. On to Mark Preston now as Halifax move it cross field. This ex-Wigan flyer, we know what he can do. Preston scored some spectacular tries, but here's Bishop. Chips it cross field, it's a tester. Alan Hunt takes it well, and Hunt drives up. Held down just short of the 20-metre area, the 20-metre line, I should say. Cooper, George Mann, he straightens up. McCracken was coming through, but Mann couldn't release it. Blindside now, and John Neal, he drives in. Mark Bailey, one of the tacklers there, along with Gary Lord. Now it's Kevin Ward. He takes the ball up with some excellent tackling from both sides. Bernard Dwyer gives the dummy, draws the man, it's on to Rapati. Back to Dwyer, he loops round. We have to take the tackle. Paul Bishop heavily involved over there, as we know he always used to be in his days at St Helens. But it's the last tackle of this sequence, and Rapati kicks it over to the Preston wing. Shane Cooper moves up, holds him down. Connolly comes in just to make sure his progress is halted. Halifax bringing it away. Well, certainly a hint of a forward pass there as it went to Harrison, but he tried to unload it, and that one is definitely forward. But Harrison, the big man, he gained about 30 metres there. He should have held on. Put Halifax in a good position, only about 15 metres from the Saints line, but he tried to release it, and it's a scrum down with the Saints first feed. It's on to Rapati. He pushes the tacklers off, draws the man in, gives it to Cooper, out to McCracken. He straightens up and drives it up, pumps those legs. 15 minutes of the game gone. Saints bringing it blindside. Chris Joint taken down by Bailey and Diverty. George Mann moves it infield. Sonny Nicol now. Trying to wriggle out of the tackle, but Bailey has him. Dwyer, Jonathan Neal coming on the opposite diagonal. David Lyon linking up, looking for that pass, but excellent tackling by Halifax. Cooper, short ball to Ward. Driving it up Ward, inside to Dwyer. Good ball to Cooper. Superb rugby by the Saints. Quirk tidies up. Excellent tackle by Preston. Lyon grubbers it for touch. Will it find touch? No. David Cooper fields it. But the Saints move up and tackle the man there and press him 10 yards from his own line, and this is where the Saints have got to keep the Halifax outfit. And you've got quite a bit of pace in the backs, and they can't afford to let them in with a running chance. Southernwood at dummy half. Excellent tackling there, stops the man, Nickel and Neil. They are with Harrison, his ex-Hull forward. Sixth tackle of this sequence, it's back to Bishop. Some tactical kicking from Bishop, and no doubt Saints coach Mike McLennan will have done his homework on this Bishop kicking. Scrum down now, Saints feed. The ball just eluding Alan Hunt. And it's Shane Cooper to feed. The score still 6 points to 0, and we've 17 minutes of the game gone. And Saints have possession. Good break there, McCracken driving it upfield. Halifax all offside, but referee Whitfield lets the game flow. He's trying to urge the sides back. One thing about Robin, he does try to let it flow, but Diverty, I think it is, picked out there for moving in an offside position. And Saints register the penalty. David Lyon, a good touch finder there, just short of the Halifax 20-metre line. Dwyer to restart, short ball to Ward. Dwyer looking for the return pass, but a good attacking position for the Saints. Cooper, Neil, he'll take it up all day with John Neil. Saints moving upfield, Cooper again, on to George Mann, he straightens up. Well, uses McCracken as the foil, but it's on to Cooper. Cooper has to take the tattle. That's Shane Cooper for the Saints, of course. And Sonny Nickel from acting half. Brought down 2 or 3 yards short. Shane Cooper at dummy half. Moves it infield, along the line now. David Lyon gives the dummy. It's back to Dwyer. He tidies it up. He has to take the tackle. It's the last one of the set. Let's see what the Saints have up the sleeve for this last tackle. Rapati rubbers it crossfield. Preston takes it, but Rapati covers him up, follows his own kick up. And as we know, with a rugby ball, you can get certainly get an awkward bounce. Saints was unlucky that time. It just sat up nice for Mark Preston. Just couldn't think of his name then, but it's Halifax in possession. Solid tackling, Kevin Ward and Shane Cooper. And with Mike McLennan still, well, I don't know whether he has actually made a decision over his future. Obviously talking the press as of late that he may be stopping on as coach, and why not indeed. He's got a good young side here, he's building them up, he's grooming them. They're the top of the Stones bit of league table, and he's certainly got them in command, hasn't he? So let's hope everything's sorted out. He's definitely brought a new aspect to St Helens. And Les Quirk there covered it well, drove up well, and it's the Saints on the charge again. Cooper brought down. Halifax urged to get onside, but they're not getting onside quickly enough. And that was a big hit by Harrison on Neil, and he's having another go, having another 2 penneth, isn't he? Shane Cooper moves it right. Chris Joint gets the ball away to Rapati, out to Connolly. The Great Britain centre, very elusive, but Southernwood, one of the tacklers there. And referee Whitfield again, he's not getting Halifax back on side. And as Kevin Ward gets the ball back, it went back. It's the last tackle now of the set. But it's Saints putting the pressure on. George Mann skips it through. It's hit a Halifax man, and Bentley gathers it. And Graham Hallis, ex-Hull KR 3/4, Great Britain 3/4, he's taken down. Once linked with St Helens, and Hallis, he was in dispute at Kingston Rovers, then he went to Halifax for virtually a bargain price. But Bishop penalised. Halifax in possession, Bishop penalised. And I mean, referee Whitfield must have been a good 20-30 metres away there. But Paul Bishop, we know what he's like, he's quite a chirpy chappy, and he's penalised for his troubles there. And David Lyon back with the goal kicking duties, with Paul Loughlin out injured, looking to put the Saints with points on the board, trailing by 6 points to nil at present. We've got a couple of birthday mentions this evening. I just happy 30th birthday. I don't know exactly what date. It was only given to me late this evening, but it's happy 30th birthday to Martin Blake. That's from Elaine, kids and family. Best wishes from the Saints video team as well. And while David Lyon's teeing up, I must apologise for the quality of the video on the Hull Kingston Rovers tape. Circumstances beyond our control. Speaking from my point of view as the commentator, I've been doing this since about 1986, and we've only had one problem prior with the camera, and I know Brian Pears, who started the Saints video off here in 1982, and I don't think we've had any problems there. So I mean, you're talking about 11 years, or virtually 11 years, and about 2 problems in 11 years. It's not bad, but faces were pulled, certain faces were pulled. It's circumstances beyond our control. We can't, we just hope it doesn't happen again, but I'm just sorry about the quality. But it's David Lyon now, looking for Saints' first points, but the ball tips over again. Trailing by 6 points to nil, with a Preston try converted by Bishop in the 9th minute. We've now had 23 minutes of play, and it's virtually centre field, but we're talking about 25 metres out. Already kicked 14 goals this evening. This evening, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? 14 goals this evening, that'd be superb. But 14 goals this season. And referee Whitfield, he'll want somebody to hold the ball there. Quite breezy. I think the wind is blowing down to the clubhouse, I think, judging by the flags. I can't see them very well, obviously due to all these cameras and folk up on the gantry. But it's Bernard Dwyer going to hold the ball. David Lyon looking for the Saints' first points. 6 points to nil, the Saints trail. Lyon gets boot to ball, and Saints come away with 2 points. The score now, Saints 2, Halifax 6. And a David Lyon penalty goal for a Paul Bishop indiscretion. And Halifax get the ball away, and it's gone directly dead. So that's another penalty to the Saints. Bernard Dwyer to restart. But Halifax not onside, and referee Whitfield, well, he's going to have a go for goal. He's David Lyon, I think, is he? No, he's going to go for touch. It would be against the breeze, as you can see there, with the David Lyon only making a yard, if that. Well, Halifax all offside, and referee Whitfield picks them up, and not before time either. Quick play the ball, Bernard Dwyer's on his way. David Lyon looking for the return pass. Halifax lying on. Saints will have to capitalise if they can. Les Quirk, 10 metres short of the Halifax line. John Neal now taking the ball up. Some crunching tackling there from Halifax. But it's Bernard Dwyer now, attacked in half. Saints lying deep. Cooper out to Rapati. Sonny Nickel coming through on the diagonal. Good tackling there, and Bishop doing some mauling, isn't he? Kevin Ward. Ward pushes Bishop out of the way. It's onto Joint. Joint looking to stretch over. He's just held down short. But Halifax are penalised. Obviously, a lot of mauling there. I think they'd reaped the ball out of the hand they had. Cooper's going for the ball, and he's having a bit of trouble getting it back. Quick play the ball by Cooper along the line. Rapati up to Connolly. Good tackling, good cover tackling there by Halifax. And now Saints build up again. It's Connolly. Sidesteps and comes back infield, and Connolly breaks the tackle. Broke the tackle there of Greg Austin. But a lot of mauling by Halifax. Cooper, Ward, backs into the tackle, gets it away to Cooper. Nickel into space. Nickel, can he go the way? He stays, he's there. He stretches out and Nickel does the job. Nickel puts the Saints on level terms. And he certainly takes some pulling down, Nickel, when he's in full flight. He had to pump those big legs there and get him going. And he managed to stretch out there. He was under a lot of attention from the Halifax tacklers. But Nickel went in. His 11th try of the season. And he puts Saints back on level terms. And this David Lyon conversion, hopefully, will give the Saints the lead. And Saints have got to keep up the impetus, haven't they, at the top of the table? I mean, you've got to rely on, obviously, yourself doing the job, your own team doing the job. But obviously, when we've had some help from our friends from Warrington, they beat the old Pie Eaters 11 points to 4 at Central Park. And then they disposed of Cass last week by 13 points to 10. And Cass up at the top of the table. Lord, it was breathing down the Saints and Wigan neck. But with Warrington beating Wigan, it meant that Wigan had lost 3 games. We know Saints have lost 3 games. But Saints are at the top of the table, and that's where we've got to stay, isn't it? And looking to bring the championship back here to Nosey Road for the first time since 1975. Well, it's Bernard Dwyer again. He's going to have to hold this ball with the wind blowing downfield, and obviously Bishop for Halifax will be using this strong wind if he can to his advantage in this first half. And Saints looking to build up a lead, and no doubt the Saints will use the wind in the second half. Superb effort by Lyon. Tags the extra 2 points onto the Nickel try. Saints in the lead for the first time in this game. 8 points to 6. An excellent conversion by Lyon. Complements that great Sonny Nickel try. Oh, Bishop again. Floats it deep. McCracken now. Big lad drives it up. Gary Lord takes him down. I've been told that Lord is 11 and Pettit is 12. And even the best of us get them wrong, don't they? Only the other week with our friends from Sky here, Eddie Hemmings and Steve-O, and it was when Warrington was on, and Neil Harmon was given the wrong indication. I mean, not the wrong name, I should say. And he does enough for the big league, doesn't he, Eddie Hemmings? But he couldn't pick out Neil Harmon. But anyway, Saints awarded another penalty there. Ball stealing as the Saints went through. You can see David Lyon gets a little bit more yardage this time. John Neal driving it up. Excellent tackle there on Harrison, and he's hurt Harrison. Well, I think it is Harrison anyway. But whoever, yeah, he's done Harrison's shoulder. Harrison the captain, but John Neal coming through at great pace. George Mann offloads to Rapati. Rapati looking to release it. He'll have to take the tackle. Well, the tackle's completed. Rapati's hopping forward. Halifax all offside, but it's Kevin Ward. Big prop forward for the Saints, drives it up. John Neal again, driving the ball up within 5 yards of the Halifax line. Bernard Dwyer at dummy half, moves it to the right, drawing the Halifax defence in. Sonny Nickel tidies it up, and Sonny Nickel's off again. Can he squeeze in? Oh, he can! Superb try by Nickel. Excellent try there. A try out of nothing. Nickel in for his second. Sonny Nickel there. It was short range, but it was John Neal, I think, that powered his way upfield. The ball was passed back. Jared McCracken couldn't take it, but Sonny Nickel could. He picked it up and he powered it forward and touched down for his second. And Nickel there applauds the popular side faithful. And what a competitor. He's just hitting a bit of form, is Nickel. And he puts the Saints now into a 12 points to 6 lead. David Lyon with the attempted conversion, 10 metres in and just outside the 20-metre line. Sonny Nicholls, second of the evening, his 12th of the season, and Saints with a 6-point cushion, and this David Lyon conversion to come. Superb play. Well, that was a try, as I said, out of nothing. It came from broken play as the ball had come back, but no problem with Nicholls. He picked it up and drove forward and took the Halifax defence with him and scored the 4-pointer. David Lyon when it squeezed in, oh, just shaving the left hand upright. But Saints with a 6-point cushion, 12 points to 6 they lead, with just over half an hour gone after being 6 points to 0 down after just 9 minutes play. So it's Bishop to kick off again. Kicks it crossfield, goes in on the full. So another penalty to the Saints. And no doubt the Saints faithful will be quite chuffed with that, especially with it being Paul Bishop. They usually give the ex-Saints players a little bit of friendly banter as they come here. Now it's Ward. Still powering his way upfield. Good drive there. The ball brought over to the left, and it's George Mann onto Nicholls again. And doesn't he love it? He revels in it. And Lord there going over the top, using the elbow on Nicholls. Alan Hunt remonstrating with a touch, judge, but we get no joy, do we? A clear elbow there on Nicholls. But John Griffiths, the Saints substitute, and John Harrison, both of these lads warming up on the touchline. As I've said before, they'll be warming up at regular intervals. It's a bitterly cold evening, just in case they're needed. Last tackle of this set, Rapati chips it through, Hunt's chasing it. Hunt's penalised for offside. And I think that's Halifax's first penalty, with the Saints having 8. And that's the Saints' first indiscretion there. That's, has it found touch? It has, just inside the Saints half. But an excellent display by the Saints. Some good tackling and some good driving there by Sonny Nicholls. Well, Harrison and Kevin Ward, two big men. They drive in, and now with Gary Lord. Southernwood from acting half. Oh, quickly taken down, loses the ball, but it's tidied up. But a knock-on's given. Well, I thought that had gone back, in my opinion, but referee Whitfield, he's the man in charge, and he says it's a knock-on. So it's going to be a scrum down with the Saints feed. Shane Cooper, he feeds it. Saints have scrum possession. Rapati, he brings in Les Quirk. Conley attacked in half, onto Chris Joint. Not had a lot of room to manoeuvre this evening, Chris Joint, but he's one class player. But there's another class player, Bernard Dwyer, driving away. And they're all class players in the red and white, aren't they? Cooper and George Mann working the loop movement. Halifax looking to reap the ball out again. It was Harrison. But it's Cooper, gets John Neal underway. And he's running like a young'un tonight. Well, he is a young'un, but I mean, he's running like a back tonight, is John Neal. Rapati chips it forward. Cooper takes it on the run. Takes some pulling down. It's Connolly that finally brings him down. Mark Preston looking to scamper away. 5 minutes before the interval, plus any stoppage time, and Saints in the lead by 12 points to 6. Southernwood at dummy half for Halifax. Brent Stewart, I think that is, this big prop. Well, he's lost, oh, I thought he'd lost the ball then. Bishop, typical dummy. He'll receive a lot of attention from the Saints. And there's Kevin Ward, and Ward and Bishop certainly combined to score quite a few tries in the Saints camp. But Diverty lofts a tester, an awkward bouncing ball. And Saints are back in numbers to make sure they knock it dead. An awkward ball. Halifax playing with the wind in this first half. A real tester by Diverty. An awkward bounce in the Saints in goal area, but there was 2 or 3 players, as I said, that knock it dead, they make sure. Tirapati drops it out, excellent kick, 50 metres. But it's Cooper that brings the ball up, and the tackling will have to be firm. Saints in the lead, 12 points to 6. 3 minutes short of the interval, and it's been a tough game, always a tough game against Halifax. They're 6th in the league. Saints are in the number 1 position, and when you're up there at the top, you're always there to be knocked down, aren't you? But let's make sure that this outfit from Thrum Hall don't do the Saints any damage this evening. Diverty, he slips the ball away to Southernwood, and Halifax are within 5 metres of the Saints line. Saints will have to line up on their own try line. The ball to Bishop, an awkward ball, it's on to Bailey. One thing about it, if Bailey gets through, he wouldn't pass it, would he? Last tackle of this set, Bishop chips it through. Kevin Ward gratefully accepts it. Pushes the would-be tacklers off, but finally brought down by Southernwood. George Mann, he drives it forward, making yardage for the Saints. John Neal again, but 2 or 3 tackles there, and the Saints bring the ball up to the 20-metre line. Dwyer from acting half. Halifax lying up, all offside again, as Chris Joint makes a hole in the Halifax defence. It's the last tackle of this sequence. David Lyon puts boot to ball. David Cooper manages to gather it, but the reception committee of Nicol and McCracken move in. Graham Hallis at dummy half. Well, the man's got a cheek, hasn't he? The fella in the middle, Mr. Whitfield, our friend from Widnes, penalises the Saints for offside. He's pointing 1, 2, 3, and Halifax have never been onside all the match. 20 metres from the Saints line, Halifax in possession. Brent Stewart driving forward. 4 minutes on the club clock, but I've only got a minute on my watch before the interval. It's Gary Lord. Loses his footing. Bishop there brings it back inside. Looks like Harrison on the opposite diagonal. He's taken down, well marshalled. Southernwood again. Lively hooker, this lad. He flicks the ball up. Got super tackling there by Chris Joint. Saw the danger, he moved up. Halifax moving it to the left. It's out to Preston. He's held down short. Tried to go in low at the corner. Solid tackling by the Saints. And the man held down there. It's the turnover right in the far corner. Bit awkward picking out there who went down with the ball, but Saints have the possession now. 10 metres away from their own line in the dying minutes of this half. Alan Hunt, a rare touch. 40 minutes on my watch, 37 minutes on the scoreboard. Well, had a little bit of stoppage time with teeing up the ball for the kicks. But Alan Hunt had gone in field there looking for a bit of the action. Very limited touches. And now it's Kevin Ward. He's brought down. Brent Stewart, one of the tacklers there, along with Gary Lord and Roy Southernwood. Well, 3 at the play the ball there, I would see. The George Mann breaks through. Rapati gets back quickly. Now it's with Nicol. Cooper along with Lyon. Positional kick in by Lyon against the breeze. Forces David Cooper to turn back. But Saints cover defence comes up. And good tackling there. Lyon follows his kick up. Brings his counterpart down, Cooper. And the Saints hoping to keep Halifax in their own 20-metre area. Preston from the left wing, moving over here onto the right wing for Halifax, and it's Hallis at dummy half. Brent Stewart now. Neal, Dwyer and Cooper was in at the tackle there. It's big Carl Harrison. He flicks the ball back to Graham Hallis. He gets the ball away and turns to Southernwood, back to Bishop. Bishop releases it to Austin, and now the ball with Preston. The tackling will have to be firm. Oh, superb tackle by Lyon. but Preston gets up, releases it. It's now with Bentley. Nickel coming over to cover him. Bentley, well, the try's given, is it? He said he's bounced over. That's the indication by referee Whitfield. Well, I wouldn't dispute that myself. It's in the actual stoppage time. The man was going at a fur rate of knots, wasn't he? Bentley going in for the try. The man was going in at a fur rate of knots. He did get tackled, and as his impetus took him forward. He went down, he bounced. Obviously, as the tackle was made and bounced over, the referee was right on the job. That's just a similar try that to the Sean Edwards one when Wigan knocked the Saints out of the cup here. He was going through at a fur pace. Nickel went in for the tackle. He couldn't stop him short, and he just managed to like bounce over. Bounced on the ball as he was tackled. 12 points to 10. And Bishop looking to put the scores all level at half-time. A difficult kick from Bishop. But he kicked an excellent goal to the Preston try from the opposite touchline. But no doubt Paul Bishop will get quite a bit of barracking from the popular side here. So Bishop kicks it. It looks a good one. Yes, that's a superb kick, that. Excellent kick by Bishop. And there's the half-time hooter. So Halifax hitting back at the death, just as the Saints did last week against Hull Kingston Rovers. Bentley going in for the try. Bishop converted it. Half-time here at Nosey Road. All square. Saints 12, Halifax 12. With you for the second half of this Stonesbitter League Championship clash. The scores all tied at half-time, 12 points each. Before we get underway, I have a birthday mention for Jamie Moylan, as the Saints get the cheer as they come out, but it's a birthday mention for Jamie Moylan. He's 18 today, the 22nd of January. Now, I think somebody's kidding me, because he's been supping around the pubs and tellings for many a year. And Jamie's the son of mine hosts of the Burdett Town, Barbara and Martin Moylan. Anyway, joking aside, Jamie, you'll be able to get bladdered this evening, won't you? So best wishes from Mum and Dad, Shelley, Andy, Les, Jed and Adam, both Nans and Grandad, and also all us on the Saints video team. Also a mention to my mother, May Hoof. She's 74 years young today. So Jamie and my mum, best wishes and happy birthday for today. Back to more serious action. The Saints just conceding 6 points there, just short of the half-time interval, actually in time added on for stoppage. With Bentley squeezing in for a try. Converted by Bishop, an excellent conversion by Bishop. The score's all tied, 12 points apiece. And Saints, with the aid of a stiffish breeze in the second half. Mike McLennan, Saints coach, will have read the riot act at half-time. Malcolm Reilly, he'll have also got behind his charges, and everybody on the Halifax side wants to do well for Malcolm Reilly, obviously new coach. They've got the makings of a good side, the 6th in the league, as we said. They've only won 8 out of the 14 outings. But they're here and they're looking to knock the Saints down this evening. Scores all level, 12 points apiece. Last tackle of this sequence. The ball kicked crossfield, and David Lyon, he gathers it, brings it crossfield, looking for that half gap. Les Quirk was with him, and Les Quirk from the acting half position. There's certainly a shade high, that off Mark Bailey. And no doubt, well, George Mann breaking through, he gets the ball away to Dwyer. Cooper onto John Neal, back to Cooper. They couldn't take it. Halifax have possession. Gary Lord, he's trying to create havoc in the Saints defence. Halifax moving it to the right. Brent Stewart, big prop forward. He's lost possession, the ball's back. What's the decision? Have the Saints been penalised? Reaping the ball is the indication. Saints are penalised, and I wouldn't be surprised if Little Bishop didn't have a go for goal. Referee Whitfield coming up there with one of his masterpieces. Reaping the ball out is the indication. While Bishop's 13 up of this evening's sponsors at the Midland Bank in the sponsors lounge. I do believe they don't receive this broadcast in the sponsors lounge. I know you lot in the boxes do, but the Midland Bank there, and I know they've got an executive guest. It's Harold Bate, the ex-Swinton forward, and that tells you something, doesn't it? He must have a few bob, Harold Bate, because it's not so often the Midland Bank give out invites, is they? But they want to take care of one of their most valuable customers. So best wishes for this evening, Harold. I know you'll be watching a copy of this by hook or by crook, even if you can't hear us live this evening. So best wishes, Harold, and also to the Midland Bank. Paul Bishop there puts Halifax in the lead. 3 minutes into this second half, and Paul Bishop had loved to plot the downfall of the Saints this evening, and he's kicked 3 excellent goals to the 2 tries that Halifax have scored, and that gives them a 2-point cushion. The leading at present by 14 points to 12. The Bishop lets it go. It's fielded on the far side. Bentley is the man in possession. Solid tackling by the Saints over on the far side. But Halifax spreading it, and a good run there. Bishop, Harrison, good drive from Harrison. Bishop's backing him up, but Connolly and Dwyer bouncing to the ground. Blindside ploy, Diverty, inside ball. I think that's Brent Stewart again, but it's the last tackle of this sequence. Southern Wood at dummy half, it's on to Bishop. He lofts a tester. David Lyon never took his eye off the ball and moves it over to the left. He gives it to Alan Hunt. Bentley looks to give him room. Hunt comes inside. It's back to McCracken. Superb play by the Saints. David Lyon never took his eye off that ball. McCracken can't get up, and Saints are awarded a penalty for the trouble. Impeding at the play of the ball. Southernwood is the man penalised. Jared McCracken couldn't get up and play it, and David Lyon now peppers the ball into touch. 15 metres inside the Halifax half. John Neal, first receiver, takes it up, powers into this Halifax defence. Dwyer as ever at dummy half. Cooper on the loop with Alan Hunt. Dwyer again, just outside the Halifax 20-metre line. Rapati onto Joint. Turns in the tackle and Joint's away again. Greg Austin wrestles him to the floor. Come on, you Saints, is the cry from the popular side, and no doubt all round the pitch. Oh, an interception there, Hallis. Rapati there, lofted the ball out, but Hallis in like a shot. And Halifax have possession. It's Bentley. Quirk and Nickel. Southernwood at dummy half. Onto Stewart. Nickel wrestles him. Drags him forward. John Neal marks up. And now it's Carl Harrison. Kevin Ward went in, gave him the shoulder charge, stopped his progress. Bishop now onto Diverty. Last tackle of this set. Southernwood attacked in half. Halifax bring it to the left. It's Bishop again. A crossfield kick. Bounces into touch just short of the Saints 20-metre line. Scrum down with a Saints feed. Shane Cooper to feed the scrum. Saints have scrum possession. Rapati, Connolly, but David Cooper, the fullback for Halifax, was quickly in. Now it's Tia Rapati. He drives it forward. Had a mixed game this evening by Tia's standard. To be quite honest, he's been a little quiet the last couple of matches. But Saints looking to introduce John Harrison. Substitute forward. Stripped off and ready for action. Looks as though they're bringing John Neal off. He has been out with an injury. He's gone through a hell of a lot of graft this evening. And he's looking to be given a blow. It's Kevin Ward still driving forward. Last tackle of this sequence, and Harrison doing a lot of mauling on Kevin Ward. Now it's with Cooper. Little chip kick through. But Halifax have possession. Do they? No. It's touched the Halifax man, and Cooper has ball possession. Another 6 tackles for the Saints. And Rapati creating a gap there and driving forward. It's Southernwood, one of the tacklers, along with Carl Harrison. Wrestle him to the ground. Saints still in possession. 20 metres short, and it's John Neal. But solid Halifax tackling. The tackling's been tremendous this evening. Rapati, good cut-out ball to George Mann. George Mann striding for the line. Held down a yard short. Sonny Nicol looking for the hat-trick. Can he squeeze in? He's still pumping those legs. 8 minutes of the half gone. Halifax all offside on the referee's left. But the Saints can't get up and play the ball. Nicol must have a bit of cramp, I think. Oh, I don't know what was happening there. Referee Whitfield, well, all offside Halifax. And the ball's kicked crossfield. Les Quirk will chip it forward. Quirk will score. Yes, that's a try. Oh, it's not. Well, the referee's not happy with that. He's given a knock on. I just couldn't see clearly. It was on the last tackle, and Halifax had the turnover. I know Bentley was involved, but I just couldn't see what had happened. But the touch judge ruling there. And Halifax have possession. Les Quirk going in, but the try not given. And Carl Harrison onto Mark Bailey, but Nicol powers into him, forces him back, and Harrison didn't like that tackle, did he? But with another 30 minutes yet, and he's going to experience quite a few more. But Sonny Nicol limping badly on the far side. Whether it is just a bit of cramp or not, I don't know. As Southernwood drives the ball up. The score is 14 points to Halifax, 12 for the Saints. And with 10 minutes of this second half gone, good work by Dwyer, closing the man down. But Cooper gets the kick away. It went to Bishop for the kick, then it went back to Cooper. Cooper got it away, and Bernard Dwyer did a hell of a lot of graft there. The scrum going to be formed. John Harrison still waiting to be introduced in this game. But it's Cooper to feed the scrum. Well, referee Whitfield just hanging on while Sonny Nicol has been treated, but Saints do have scrum possession. It's Tia Rapati back to Cooper. The ball to Connolly, but Mark Bailey had him covered. George Mann, strong run from Mann just a few minutes ago at the bottom left-hand corner. But the Halifax defence not been penetrated yet in this second half. Especially Saints coming up with 2 tries within inside 4 minutes in the first half, both by Sonny Nicol. And there's Nicol back in action. Now whether Nicol's going to be replaced or not, I don't know. He must have shrugged that tackle off. But John Neal, the man that looks as though he's going to be replaced, takes the tackle. Rapati now chips it centre field. McCracken and Hunt are chasing. The ball's gone dead. Gone dead with the breeze, and Halifax will restart from the centre of the 20 metre. But referee Whitfield doesn't look over to the touch, and Harrison still waiting to come on. Southernwood turns it right. Saints trailing by 2 points, 14 points to 12 the score. Saints have got to get back, or get on the scoreboard as quickly as possible. Diverty onto Bailey. Bishop attacked in half, brings it blindside. Harrison knocks on, much to the delight of the popular side. Harrison now will be introduced. John Neal comes off. He's done a hell of a lot of graft as John Neal, he comes off. I think George Mann's gone in the front row, Harrison in the second row. Well, George Mann was out wide, obviously, I beg your pardon, the old planned ploy there. But I think George Mann will move into the front row. Rapati gets the ball away to Bernard Dwyer. Good drive from Dwyer. Cooper at dummy half. He moves it left. Chris Joint on to John Harrison. 6'7" Harrison, brought down just short of the 20-metre line. Halifax lying offside all the game, but Kevin Ward is taking the ball up. Halifax urged to get back onside. I think they've only been penalised once, and Saints have been penalised once for offside. It's the last tackle of this set. Cooper brings it out wide to George Mann. It's chipped through, it's to Halifax man. George Mann's driving for the line. It's going to be another 6 tackles. Oh, he's not giving it. George Mann chipped it through. Halifax touched it, and yet referee Whitfield plays on. Well, yet another bone of contention from the man in the middle. Cooper, the full-back for Halifax. Kevin Ward covers him. 14 points to 12 in Halifax favour is the score. "13 minutes of the second half have elapsed. And it's now with Carl Harrison. Good support play, Bishop's there. He gets the ball away, but Bailey couldn't take it. It's going to be a knock-on. Well, Bailey knocks it on again and again. There's a scrum down 10 metres inside the Saints half. But Bishop again there, prodding and probing, following his captain up, Carl Harrison, just as he did when he played for the Saints, following Kevin Ward. This Ward and Bishop partnership proved very fruitful. Saints have possession. Chris Joint. His counterpart, Gary Diverty, brings him down. Now it's Cooper and Harrison. Still driving forward is Big John. Excellent yardage from the big man. The gentle giant. Kevin Ward. Good ball to Nickel. Still driving his sonny Nickel. He loves it. It's back to David Lyon. Now Bernard Dwyer blindside onto George Mann. Gary Connolly leads him a merry dance. He chips it forward. Well, the ball's covered. Is it in the in-goal area? It is. Connolly follows it up. He chipped a lovely ball there forward. It was covered by Halifax in the in-goal area, and Connolly followed it up and made sure that Halifax drop out from between the sticks. The game stopped by referee Whitfield, while Halifax just, well, I don't know what's going on. It's all right now. Bishop has the ball in his hands, and a short ball. Bernard Dwyer takes it. Tries to draw the Halifax defence in, using Kevin Ward as the foil, but Southernwood tackles him. Now it's with Kevin Ward. Good ball to Dwyer. Nickel has it. From a standing start again. Scored 2 this evening, looking for his hat-trick. Saints putting the pressure on the Halifax. Rapati shrugs the tacklers off, comes right, then goes left, sidesteps again. He's brought down, just can't penetrate this Halifax defence. Cooper, he releases it, Saints just short. Cooper again. It's Kevin Ward on the run. Can he stretch over? Yes, the Saints have scored. Kevin Ward powers his way over. Doesn't score any tries, Kevin Ward. It's only his second of the season. But Kevin Ward there, he's run tirelessly all evening. Put Saints back in the lead at 16 points to 14. And a David Lyon conversion to come. Well, only a week or so ago, our friend Ray French, the BBC commentator, he got a bit of flack in the one of the rugby league papers. Letters were flocking in about him being leaning towards the old pie eaters when they played Hull. I think it was in the Regal Trophy, and he was coming out with statements about Wigan, the great team, this, that and the other, and Hull weren't getting any credit. But he got, if it's his just desserts, in the press, as I say. And I just don't know how people can lean one way towards one team. I mean, I'm quite impartial myself, right in the middle of the road. I mean, I don't care who wins as long as it's Saints. But they're in the lead tonight, 16-14, and David Lyon looking for his third of the evening. On the 20-metre line, strikes it well. Yes, the cheers tell you that's a superb goal. 18-14, the Saints are in the lead. David Lyon's third goal, complementing the 2 tries from Nickel, a try from Kevin Ward just. A 4-point cushion for the Saints, but still a long way to go, 22 minutes of the game remaining. And Alan Hunt, Saints leading try scorer, 21 touchdowns this season. But he's not had a lot of room to manoeuvre this evening. And we could do with a Hunt special, couldn't we? But McCracken taken high there by Harrison. Ward again. Bernard Dwyer was there. Bernard Dwyer attacked in half, and Ward being mauled a bit. But John Harrison, as David Lyon was taken off the ball as he came through, taken on suspicion. Cooper chips it through. Mark Preston takes it well. Cooper stops him, and Gary Connolly helps as well. Connolly completes the tackle. Southernwood at dummy half onto Carl Harrison. Certainly been a seesaw game. Both sides obviously looking for those 2 valuable Stones Bitter League points. No more than the Saints, the top of the table, want to extend the lead by another 2 points. Halifax in possession, the last tackle of this sequence, 30 metres from the Saints line, and Bishop chips it. Flicks it out to Bailey. Halifax keep it moving. Greg Austin has it. The tackling will have to be firm. It's thrown anywhere, it's on the last tackle. It's grubbered for touch, but Joint will cover it. Well, it flicks up to Alan Hunt. But there's a penalty there. Offside is the indication. Obviously Alan Hunt must have picked it up in an offside position. Halifax are awarded the penalty. They're just 10 metres short of the Saints line. They've 6 tackles to hopefully make it count as far as they're concerned. But the Saints tackling will have to hold firm. Bishop, Perrott, inside ball to Bailey. Bishop again. Hallis moving out wide, but Austin taken well. Good cover tackle on the far side by McCracken. Halifax again building up a charge, but solid tackling. The man wrestled to the ground. Centre field just about 8 metres short. Bishop out there again. Bailey and Bishop. Well, Paul Bishop lost the ball. But it's a knock on both ways. It should be a scrum down with the Saints feed. Yes, the first knock on indicated by referee Whitfield. The scrum will form with the Saints feed. Bishop trying to weave his magic. Well, the ball, the scrum turning. Referee Whitfield not happy with it. But as I was just saying, Bishop tried to weave his magic. Tried to get the ball away, knocked it forward. Cooper couldn't gather it. But Saints have possession now. Tirapati. Lyon coming up, but a good clamp tackle there. Bailey and Devorty. George Mann takes it well. Shane Cooper, well, George Mann there is relieved of the ball. Referee says it's all right. Now with Greg Austin, going crossfield. Good play from Austin, he brings Preston in. He brings Bentley in, I should say. Bentley hauled down short. Superb tackle, Gary Connolly. For Halifax on the charge again. Hallis going there, he flicks it up to oh, he's lost it. Preston there. All he had to do was go over and touch it down, and he lost the ball. Very fortunately for the Saints. Well, he gets the hee-haw treatment from over here. But Halifax had carved a whopping great hole in the Saints' defence there. Hallis flicked a lovely ball out to Bentley. To Preston, I should say. He should have been in for his second. But he lost the ball in going over the line. And Kevin Ward just managed to juggle with it there and stick hold of it. But Saints shouldn't have been in that position anyway. The ball, in my opinion, reaped out by Halifax. Bernard Dwyer chips it through, he gets the ball back. Good play by the Saints to keep it going. George Mann, Rapati, out to McCracken. McCracken down the wing, just losing his footing. But good yardage from the Saints. They come 75 yards upfield. It's now with Rapati. He lofts it high, puts pressure on Cooper. He must have took it on the full in his own in-goal area. I think it was a touch and go decision, but Southernwood plays it. And Bentley coming through, first receiver, but he's well covered. The tackling machine there, Bernard Dwyer does the job. Halifax bring it blindside and nickel again. On Devorty, Southernwood at dummy half. Bishop, Halifax with a man down injured. Gary Lord there. He's in possession. Now it's Gary Devorty running out wide. Connolly wraps him up. Preston attacked in half. Bishop along the line. Harrison to Hallis. Back to Harrison. Good play from Halifax. Certainly throwing the ball out, but Saints have possession. And why not? If it's good enough for Halifax earlier on, I'm sure it's good enough for the Saints. Alan Hunt! Can he whistle through the defence? Oh, superb play by Hunt. Limited touches this lad's had. Halifax all offside as Ward powers downfield. 30 yards from the Halifax try line. Saints in the lead, 18 points to 14. John Harrison gets the ball away to Cooper. Cooper backs into the defence. He's taken down centre field. Rapati now sees the gap, tries for it, pushes the defence off. 10 metres short now, the Saints looking to open up a gap. Oh, Ward can't take it. Dwyer tidied it up, but Kevin Ward knocked it forward. He's disappointed with himself naturally, but he was coming through at pace. He just couldn't take it. The scrum down with the Halifax feed. But they're 10 metres from their own line at Halifax, and the Saints defence will have to ensure that that's where they stay. Scrum possession to Halifax. They bring it out wide. Joint and Connolly complete the tackle. Good tackling again, Harrison and Mann. Southernwood moves it to Harrison. Carl Harrison this time for Halifax. But Southernwood on all fours, trying to make yardage. It's now with Bishop along the line. Diverty out to Austin, then to Preston, right in front of us here. The last tackle of this sequence. Now with Greg Austin, it's kicked upfield. David Lyon just gives himself a little bit of room. Shows the ball. Austin comes and completes the tackle. Preston's there as well, and a little bit of mauling up the tackling. Robin Whitfield says get up and get on with it. But as he's saying that, Halifax move offside, all on his right. And he's hardly kept this Halifax side onside. Well, all offside again. It's a disgrace, isn't it? But Bernard Dwyer powering forward. Shane Cooper there, impeded as he came through, but Halifax have possession. Bernard Dwyer tried to squeeze it out, but Bentley, with only Lyon to beat, but a superb cover tackle. And Halifax never say die. They're trailing by 4 points, 18-14. They're in the 20-metre area. Southernwood, Bailey along the line. Good cover tackling by the Saints. They've got to hold this Halifax outfit out. Southernwood inside to Harrison. Certainly a hint of a forward pass from Southernwood as Harrison came through. Bishop looking to wriggle over. He'd love it, wouldn't he, if he could get one against the Saints today, but the ball's loose. The Saints have been penalised, I think, right in front of the sticks. Halifax will look to take it quickly. Referee Whitfield, he's unimpressed. He's stopping the clock. Somebody's going to be brought out. Bishop there, he's going to go for goal. Halifax were awarded the penalty right in front of the sticks. I don't know what for. A bit of mauling at the play of the ball. But Bishop is looking to get 2 points back. And he shouldn't have any problem with this, should he, right in front of the sticks? With 12 minutes of the game remaining. The Bishop penalty goal brings Halifax back within 2 points of the Saints. And Halifax introduce a substitution. Andy Hancock coming on. So 2 points separating the sides. Saints under the cosh there. Referee Whitfield penalised the Saints a couple of times up at that end. As Bishop chests the ball down, Andy Hancock, fresh man on. He comes in, but gets no joy out of Kevin Ward. Ward, the old war horse. Straight in. Certainly, these young guns can't hold a candle to Kevin Ward, can they? Gary Devorty. 11 minutes before the a final hooter. 18 points to 16 the score. Saints just with that slender 2 points lead. Harrison lost possession. Well, Bishop knocked it forward. Referee Whitfield didn't pick that up, but the ball was knocked forward by Bishop. And Andy Hancock drives it through. Bishop, well, that must be a knock-on. That's on the sixth tattle. He's given the turnover. Cooper on to McCracken. Saints need a try and a goal to haul themselves clear. Only a 2 point cushion. Cooper now on to George Mann. George Mann turns back inside, but he has to take the tackle. And Halifax all offside again, but it's Cooper on to Ward. Ward backs into the defence, he drives it forward. He's 15 yards short. The Saints are driving upfield. Dwyer brings it blindside. It's now with Rapati. Rapati going for the line. 2 yards short. Dwyer again. Cooper. Back to Gary Connolly. Let's see what this lad can do. Chips it to the corner. Is it too deep? It is. Too deep for Les Quirk. Halifax will restart from the centre of the 20-metre line with a tap. John Bentley from the restart. Halifax up to the halfway line, trailing by 2 points, 18 points to 16 to score. 10 minutes of the game remaining. Harrison back to Devorty. Chris Joint tries to close him down, but he gets it away to Hallis. Now to Mark Bailey. Halifax again, driving upfield and making good yardage. Been an excellent tight game. Well, Bishop again. Well, that was exactly the same thing as he did just a couple of minutes ago, and then referee Whitfield said that went back. But Halifax trying to spread it out, and they are doing. They're keeping the ball moving. It's the last tackle. No doubt little Bishop, he might have a go at drop, you know. But they need the points. Bishop chips it through. And the ball's held. It's touched down by the Saints, is it? Oh, it's just in the field of play. Les Quirk, I think, a saver there, but he's taken a knock as he went down bravely on that ball. Just having a breather, Les Quirk, as Jeanette Smith, the Saints physio, comes on. But Bishop again, an excellent grubber kick for the corner. Les Quirk did well. An Halifax player taking an injury now, and the referee stops the game. Quickly on is the referee, and just give both teams a little bit of a break. The game played at a furious pace this evening. 8 minutes remaining, 18 points to 16 the score. Saints have played 15 games in the league, they've won 12, obviously just losing 3. 391 points for, 181 against, 24 points, and at the top of the table in first position. Halifax played one less before tonight, that is, of course. 14 games, winning 8, losing 6, 277 for, 266 against, with 16 points. They're in sixth position, but it's the rest of the pack that's trailing. Saints and Wigan out at the top there, and Saints looking to extend the lead, courtesy of another 2 points tonight. But it's a tightly contested game, and Halifax certainly battling well. They're keen to impress their new boss, Malcolm Reilly. But it's Saints in possession. Some solid tackling, nothing more than we can expect, and Shane Cooper in his charges have tried to penetrate this Saints defence, this Halifax defence, but it's been very tight. Cooper chips it forward. Preston looms round him, moves it over to the right. But superb tackle on the far side. Alan Hunt moved in, brought his man to a halt. But both teams have run tirelessly. Well, Saints penalised Sonny Nicol, allegedly reaping the ball out of the player's hands. Well, it's out of kicking distance. For the goal, that is, but Halifax gain yardage. Substitute forward Andy Hancock. He drives it up, and Bishop there moving it onto Carl Harrison. He's looking to spread the ball. The tackling will have to be firm by the Saints. But Halifax in with a strike again. Devorty inside to Bishop. Short ball, which certainly looked to him forward. 5 yards short of the Saints line. Bishop again, turns it inside to Devorty. Last tackle of this set. Carl Harrison, well, juggles with it, but the ball's loose. Bailey flicks it up. Saints have just got to complete the tackle, and the turnover is ruled. Bernard Dwyer, he plays it. Tirapati avails himself. Just couldn't break that last tackle, but David Lyon was backing up. It's going to be a full length of the field job. As Alan Hunt, he's looking for a quick start there. He was out of the blocks quickly, but solid tackling by Halifax halts his progress. Now it's Kevin Ward up to the halfway line. Good yardage by the Saints. 3 tackles, and from virtually on their own line, they're up to the halfway. Harrison drives it straight. Lyon there again, but good clamp tackling again. George Mann running out wide, shrugs the looking to shrug the tacklers off. Last one of this set. And Halifax, well, Southernwood there, he was a yard in front of referee Whitfield. An awkward bounce there on the 6th tackle, and it went into touch. Bentley couldn't stop it. It's a scrum down, Halifax feed, 10 yards from the Halifax line. It should go with the feed, and Halifax should have possession. 4 minutes. 4 minutes to the end of the game. Halifax do have possession. Saints have got to make sure that the tackling is firm, hard and fair, and contain Halifax in this half of the field. Dwyer on his counterpart, Southernwood. Greg Austin, Bishop along the line, Bailey out to Hallis. He's looking for support, but McCracken comes in and makes sure his progress is halted. Bishop again, Harrison along the line, it is Southernwood, short ball to Austin. Good tackle there by George Mann. Last tackle now, it's Harrison bringing it out wide. Devorty onto Preston. The last tackle is just got to be brought to ground, and Sonny Nicholl does the job. Preston didn't want to give him the ball. Can the Saints hold out? We're talking about 2 minutes plus a little bit of stoppage time, only a slight bit of stoppage time. Got a try from the Saints had certainly put the game out of Halifax's reach. The handling's got to be sure. Saints can't afford to give away possession. Well, Halifax all offside on referee Whitfield's right. Sorry to sound repetitious, but we're just giving it as we see it. But the Saints awarded a penalty. Ball stealing, I think. Harrison comes up with it. Yes, ball stealing. And I think that's only the Saints' second penalty of the second half. And touch is found about 8 metres inside the Halifax half. This set of 6 for the Saints. Let's hope they can come up with a score. They're in the lead by 18 points to 16. A tightly contested game. And Saints with a rest after tonight's match till a week on Sunday, when Featherstone are the next opponents in the first round of the Silk Cut Challenge Cup at Post Office Road, and that's going to be a tough one, isn't it? Saints in possession. Kevin Ward drives it up 20-metre line, and Saints there keen to play it, but Halifax offside again. But Dwyer chips it through. Can Dwyer win the chase? Oh, just short. He chips it again, but did it come off a Halifax man? No, it mustn't have done. In the final minute on my watch, Halifax at the wrong end of the ground as far as they're concerned, but the right end as far as we're concerned. And it's going to be a long distance try for Halifax if they hope to come up with the points. They're bringing it to the wings, it's Austin. He'll have to be tackled. Preston, Les Quirk does the job, holds the man down. Cooper attacked in half-back. It's on to Bishop. It's do or die now as far as Halifax are concerned. 20 seconds I've got on my watch. It's all up to the timekeepers now, but Saints tackling, it'll have to be firm. Can't afford to give a penalty away, and no doubt this Halifax outfit will try to milk a penalty. Devorty chips it upfield, it's going to find touch. Well, Saints will not be in a hurry to form this scrum, will they? 10 metres from the Saints line, a scrum down, 40 minutes gone on my watch, 40 minutes on the scoreboard. And a real tough game we've had. Both of these sides have welcomed the hot bath. But Shane Cooper, breaking from the base of the scrum. Saints with a mammoth scrum possession in this second half, but only penetrating the Halifax line once. It's been the only try of the second half from Kevin Ward. 2 Bishop penalty goals has been the other scoring, but it's Connolly running out wide. A minute of stoppage time played. 18-16 to score in the Saints' favour. McCracken taking the tackle. And considering Halifax have been offside all the match, we've not done so bad, have we? Alan Hunt, he's lost possession, but there's the final hooter. The game is stopped. Referee Whitfield blows the whistle. And 2 valuable points for the Saints. They've come through by 18 points to 16. And they know they've been in a game, don't they? handshakes all round, and the Halifax outfit go round and applaud their travelling support. They know they've been in a game, but I'm quite pleased to say that the Saints have come through with the 2 championship points. 3 goals from David Lyon, 2 tries from Sonny Nicholl, a try from Kevin Ward, the old warhorse in the second half. After 16 minutes, it gives the Saints the 2 league points. As I said, 18 points to 16, the final score. Thanks for joining us. You've been with your Saints video team. I hope you'll join us at Post Office Road at Featherstone a week on Sunday for the first round of the Silk Cut Challenge Cup. Thanks again, and we'll see you soon.